Pick a niche, pick one topic, narrow down, focus, or you will never grow. That is the most common advice. However, I do believe that is crushing more creators nowadays than ever. And so today, I want to share with you a different approach of how to grow your YouTube channel, not by narrowing down and picking a niche, but by having a mission, building a movement and a community. Hi, I am Ben, and on this channel, I share the best learnings about how to think clearly, how to write better, and how to build a meaningful online life. So here's the truth. The standard niche picking advice is great if you want to talk about the same topic or skill during years, or if you have an audience and are already someone or an expert on something. However, most of us, we are neither. And so that is why I think that just like resuming yourself to one single specific topic is very narrow. Like if you are just like me in your late 20s, early 30s, if you are ambitious, if you have multiple interests, trying to fit yourself into a tiny box is like an identity suicide, which is why most people tend to give up just after publishing a couple of videos. So instead of picking a niche, what you need are three things. The first is a mission. The mission will act as your emotional gravity. Basically, it's not a brand statement. It's not like a slogan. A mission is what drives you, is what takes you out of your bed every single day. In my case, it is pretty clear, is to help ambitious people in their like late 20s to early 30s to reinvent themselves, to think better, to write better with clarity, and build an online and meaningful life. Now, I do believe that by having a mission, that is the only way how you can actually like bring everything that is you together. Your interests, your learnings, your story, your scars, everything that you are currently doing and exploring. And ultimately, you don't need a niche when you have direction. The second thing you need is a set of skills that you can learn and document in public. And in my particular case, that is long form writing, that's storytelling, narrative building, that's systems thinking, contrarian thinking, frameworks of how to think better, how to communicate better. That is about me. And so I bring all these skills that I'm currently learning and I try to share as much as I can publicly so that people understand how I am like using everything to be able to go after the mission I'm currently going. And that is ultimately what David Perel calls the personal monopoly. Instead of you becoming a topic, a skill, or something else just because you already have an audience, you become a mission, like a category. You become a category leader at being yourself by bringing together all the skills that you are currently learning and mastering in order for you to achieve the mission you are going after. And the third piece is to be consistent, to have a consistent output system. What that means is to publish consistently. If you don't publish consistently in public, it doesn't work, okay? Like you are not able to have as much feedback for you to improve over time. And you know that you got to improve over time. If not, you will remain at the same level that you currently are. And so the thing is not like, what should I create? Instead is like, what am I learning that I can share? Where am I on my mission that I can share with others? Okay, so you do need to be consistent over time in order for you to publish consistently publicly, in order for you to learn, improve, and become better. And the best part is that content eventually becomes a byproduct of your growth, a statement of your intellectual evolution, and it will help you attract like-minded people, not just people that click and watch your videos just because you had a cool thumbnail, but people that actually resonate with your message and the thing that you are currently building. So let's take a look at what I am currently doing by walking the talk, okay? So as I've mentioned, my mission is to help ambitious people in their late 20s to early 30s to reinvent themselves through a better identity, to think and write clearly, to articulate their ideas, to become better at communicating their vision and their ideas, and to build a meaningful and fulfilling online life. Okay. For that, I am learning a set of skills like strategic thinking, systems thinking, contrarian thinking, but also like multiple mental models, frameworks. I am learning how to write better, how to write long form essays, how to convert more people, how to build and scale an online business. Like I am learning all of that. And third, I am sharing every single day on this YouTube channel through the form of long form videos and soon through my newsletter as long form essays. I am sharing publicly what I am currently learning, what I am currently doing and achieving to achieve my mission. And the best part is that I'm not a teacher. I'm not teaching you from the mountaintop. Instead, I am walking just by your side, my journey. I'm just like going after my mission, the thing that actually fulfills me, and I'm sharing everything with you. And so I'm not here as a teacher, I'm here as a friend, as a guide, as someone sharing the same journey with you and alongside with you. So the conclusion is, why is a mission much better than having a niche? I think that everything boils down to this, which is while a niche requires you to be an expert and talk about a single topic or a single skill for years, a mission allows you to talk about the person you are becoming, allows you to talk about both your past, your present, and the future you want to go. And most importantly, a mission is what is going to give you fuel to keep going when you don't have views, when you are tired, when you lose stamina and motivation. If it wasn't for a mission, you wouldn't be able to persevere and be resilient over time to eventually succeed as you much want. So, yes, like having a mission is something much bigger than just picking a niche. Don't try to fit in a tiny box when you have so many different interests, when you are a divergent, an outsider, a multidisciplinarian. Don't try to fit yourself into a single topic or a single skill just because you have learned about that. Instead, have a solid mission. Have a mission that is rooted on your identity because ultimately, identity is the fuel that we all creators must have. If you are building in public, if you are reinventing yourself, if you refuse to be put in a tiny box, hey, follow my channel. If you want to think better, write better, communicate better, and build a meaningful and fulfilling online life.